Welcome to my series of lessons. Today I'm going to be taking you through a lecture on the Countif function, and this is a requirement for the ICT syllabus code 0417. So today what we are going to do is we are going to first of all define what a Countif function is, or we are going to identify what it does. So basically we are saying with the Countif function, it looks at the cells within a given range and then counts the number of cells in that range that meets a certain criteria. So basically what is important here is the condition or the criteria. Alright, now I want you to imagine a situation whereby you have a long queue of boys and girls from a school, and you are asked to record how many boys there are and how many girls there are. So what you do is you either start from the end of the queue or from the start of the queue, and then in this case we are going to set a pointer. Right, let's start off with the girls. So the pointer is going to be set to 0, right? And then immediately soon after that you are going to start off, I'm going to start off from the front of the queue. So if the first individual, in this case if it's a girl, my counter is going to change from 0 to 1. I move to the next person, it's also a girl, my counter is also going to move. So in this case we are saying our first counter is 1, and then in the second operation is 2. We move on to the third person, this is a boy, so it remains on 2, and then we move on to the next, it's a girl, the counter is now 3. We move on to the fifth, sorry, it's a boy, so we do not do anything to the counter, it remains the same until we get to these last two. So automatically the counter is changed to 4, and then the counter goes up to 5, and hence at the end of the day we can safely say there are 5 girls in the queue. Right, how many boys? Let's move on. We start off again from the right from the beginning. Right, let me remove this. Right, we are going to start off with the boys. Now in this case the first one is a girl, so our counter is going to remain at 0. We move to the next, it's a girl also, our counter remains at 0. And then the third one, it's a boy, our counter goes up by 1, it's 1. And then we move on to the fourth, it's a girl, nothing happens to our counter. And then the fifth, it's a boy, our counter goes up by 1. The next one is a boy, the counter goes up by 1. The next one, it's a boy, the counter goes up by 1. And then at the end of the day we have how many boys? We have 4 boys. So basically this is what is going to be happening with the Countif function. It's not only going to count, but a certain condition has to be met in order for the count to be considered or to be done. Now let's move on to the next slide. Now if you have any problems, I'm going to refer you to my email address right at the bottom here, bothimot@gmail.com. If you have any queries concerning this lecture, please feel free to communicate, and we'll work as a team to help each other. Alright, I have come up with 4 variations in which you can represent the same function. In this case, with the first one, we are going to type equals Countif B3 to B21. Basically B3 to B21, we are referring to our range. And in this case, in the previous case that I gave you, or the illustration, we can safely say that Q of a mixture of boys and girls is our range from which we are then going to compare. Alright, and then director, in this case I want you to notice something. Our criteria can take different forms. As illustrated here, your criteria or your condition can either be a number, it can be a text, it can be inequality, and then it can also be a cell reference. Now in this case you're going to notice that we are using text. So our criteria is text, right? Which means you have to type it directly in your formula. And then in the next one, it's almost the same thing, but the only difference is we are going to use a named range. Right, I'm not going to concentrate much on this one because we've covered this in the previous lessons. So in this case, we are saying it counts the number of cells in the named range job, and our named range is B3 to B21. That contains the word director, and basically our criteria is still taking up the form of text. It's also possible to come up with a number there. You can replace that with a number depending with the condition that you're working with, right? And then next, Countif, open bracket, B3 to B21, comma, A24. In this case, instead of using a string or text, we are using a cell reference. We are using a cell reference. Now the beauty about using a cell reference, sometimes with other questions you will be required to copy the formula all the way down, and on your extreme right you might be having the values that are going to be considered for the criteria, or you might have the text that is going to be considered as criteria. Like let's say for example you're dealing with probably codes for a country, or probably they might be names of individuals. You're going to notice that right at the top we might have Jane, after that we might have John, and then we might have Rikisha, we might have Ricardo. So instead of having to type all these names in your criteria, you are simply going to use the cell references because the information has already been typed. No need for you to retype it. Hence we are saying you're going to use a cell reference. Right, I don't think I need to explain on absolute cell referencing here because we've covered it in the previous lesson, but if you missed out, you're free to contact me and I'll be more than willing to help you. Right, so we are saying it counts the number of cells in that range. In this case is B3 to B21. That contains the same text as the contents of cell A24. Right, let's move on to the last one. Equals Countif job, comma, A24. There's something missing here. Closing parenthesis here. Right? In this case, we are saying we are now using a named range for our range. And then our criteria, we are also using a cell reference. So basically, at the end of the day, this one will count the number of cells in a named range, right, that contains the same text as the contents of cell A24. So please take note, the condition can either be a number, it can be text, it can be inequality, it can also be cell reference. Now with inequality you're going to be using things like the greater than sign, the less than sign, and so forth. So basically this is it as far as the Countif function is concerned. Please enjoy using it and implementing it in your examinations. And as I've said earlier on, if you have any problems, you're free to contact me at bothimut@gmail.com. Thank you very much.